Goodbye, Airbnb. You've treated us well. Let's start the show.
Where's Waldo? I think you'll find him down at the Monte Carlo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, PhillyWaldo here, back with day 3 and our final day here in the epic weekend adventures in the city of Pittsburgh. Man, was it a fun, eventful, and a very long weekend here. So not really the greatest outcomes when regarding the Phillies. Today's a good day that we're probably going to get swept, which is kind of ironic because when Pittsburgh was here in Philly a few weeks ago, we swept them. So the plan today, not really sure what's going on. Going to attempt to head to the Pirates-Phillies game this afternoon. I believe it's around 1:30 start time. The weather here is kind of iffy. I mean, compared to what it was on Friday, it's not as bad. But there is a good chance that the game is going to be delayed or possibly postponed. So fingers crossed that is not going to be the case and they can somehow get this game in today. Me and my friends just left our Airbnb here within about a 10-minute drive from downtown Pittsburgh as well as PNC Park. Lovely, lovely neighborhood. Really nice house. It did quite well for us. So the plan is going to hang around here in the city for a little bit. Meet up with some friends that are still here. They just went to church nearby the stadium. So we're going to go hang out with them probably. Another thing that a friend of ours had mentioned the other day, next weekend is the U.S. Open golf tournament here at the Oakmont Country Club. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to attend the tournament itself because all rounds passes for the grounds are all sold out. I mean, I could buy it on the resale market, but I'm going to be paying a ton of money for that. So, but the merch tent at the Oakmont Country Club is available for people to buy their pre-round merch. So there's a good chance that we're going to go checking that out today, later on, depending on whether or not the game gets delayed here today. So we're going to probably check that out, walk around downtown a bit, go see the Mr. Rogers statue nearby Heinz Field, or sorry, Acrisure Stadium, whatever the hell they call it now. And then walk around there, probably get some food, and then hopefully we'll go to PNC Park later on this afternoon to see the Phillies hopefully get a win here this weekend in Pittsburgh. So come along with me as I take you to see the sights, the sounds, the smells, the food, and hopefully a win here today in the city of Pittsburgh. What the f***? It. This thing's a workout. Jesus Christ. Of course, now it starts to rain. Man, that's a workout. Ooh. Now it's time for me to walk all the way back down there. Alright, let's go. One thing I forgot to mention, and I've been here a couple times before, but this stuff right here, it's not paved. It is all cobblestone, and it sucks. And this street is steep as f***. But thankfully, there are stairs for you normal commoners would, if you need to walk up there, you can use that. But for me, nah, I'm good. Okay, on to our next adventure. So this is probably not the look that you're wanting to see here, but it is raining a lot more. Right now it's more of like a mist, but it's enough to, you know, put your ponchos on, put your hoods up. Game still hasn't been delayed yet. I just bought my ticket for the low price of $7, thanks to the fine folks at TickPick. I actually got a ticket from them the other day for $4, so not bad deals there. I'm assuming, I did see people walking around here because it's not that crowded as it is been for the past couple days. The gate should technically open by now, but with the delay, if there is going to be one, we'll probably find out about that very shortly. But gonna walk over the other side, try to meet up with some friends, and just kind of go from there because we're not really sure what the plan is going to be for today. So we'll see you shortly.
I like this glass.
That,
It has the Pittsburgh on it, and then it has the
yeah, that might be a
half purchase.
maybe a winner.
Hefty too.
Is it?
Alright, when it comes to advertisements on these jerseys, this right here is just absolute bullshit. That is not the way you should go with this. Alright, it is a absolute miracle that we're even inside right now and the game has even started. I think there was only a delay of about 10 minutes or so, but started. I think we're in the top of the second inning now. No score. Not really sure what the plan is, so we're just gonna walk around and maybe meet up with some people and figure out the rest. So I know that guy anywhere. Be gone. RBI dub for the Pirates, 1-0. Is it just me, or does the pirate mascot look like that guy from Spanish Sesame Street? Alright, we got the finish line for the pierogi race right here. Let's see who wins. So as good as Paul Skenes says he is, this year he's having a bad sophomore season. He's only at 4-6 so far this year. That's how you know he had some bad offense on the other side. I don't care if I ever get back for its root for the Phillies. It's a shame. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Alright, so looks like they're challenging the throw out at second. And it looks like he just tagged him right before his hand touched. He is out. That's second. All right, bottom of the second, game is tied at 1, 2 outs. But we're in the kind of right center area where we were mostly last year when we were all here. Something that I forgot to mention earlier this weekend, over near section 142, and I think it was a little over a month ago here, near the last section before it turns into right center, a fan had accidentally fell onto the field. It was a 20-year-old who was a student at one of the local universities. I think he had a little bit too much to drink. After the Pittsburgh Pirates had scored a run to give them the lead and ended up giving them the win that night, he got a little bit too excited, jumped and accidentally fell over the railing and dropped about a good 20+ feet to fall onto the field. Miraculously, he did survive. He did suffer a few bumps and bruises and a few broken ribs, but thankfully he is okay. There's still some legal stuff pending. Sucks for the kids. Says due to the impeding weather, they're gonna have to cancel. Wow, and the fans are pissed. That's hysterical. Are they taking them out? Wow, they're actually booing him because they're there's some cheers now, but Paul Skenes is being taken out. There has been a few boos mixed in with the cheers, but top 8, and the game is still tied at 1. Well, Brandon Marsh walked. Now things get interesting. Saying they might want to hurry up and get this game over with because those clouds over behind third base looks kind of interesting. Bottom 8, Sanchez gives a leadoff walk. Pitching change. Let's see who it is. Game's still tied at 1. Well. Well, it's touch, so you kind of have to give him that one. Yeah, now it's really getting interesting over there. Those clouds looking dark. Let's hope to finish the rest of this game up. Also, there's 301 all the way up there in the very top left-hand corner. And you notice how there is nobody there. Let's just say it is not fun here in 301. Philly just got swept. Well, at least I got the tarp on the field quick enough. Holy this is more of a happier sight. It's Dollar Store Jim McMahon.
Friday, Jeremy. You know what I mean?
All right, let's get out of this fucking hole.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, that series was Phillies get swept by the Pittsburgh Pirates in a 3-game series. So I'm outside the stadium now, waiting for the rain to die down just a little bit because it's absolutely pouring like a motherfucker. So we're gonna walk around here for a little bit and wait for the rain to die down just a teeny bit more. Probably gonna put my jacket on over this. So next time I'll see you is when I go over to see the statue for the greatest host in children's television, the late great Mr. Rogers. Yep, it is pretty wet out here.
You can make up your own stories if you want. Fancy stories, plain stories, any kind of stories.
Well, it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. My ass. Did they really stop showing Mr. Rogers in 2008? I did not know that. The more you know.
Hey, Mr. Rogers,
Nope, not that one. The new one.
do you think you can discount double check something for me? It will be greatly appreciated.
And why did they have to change the name? The old name was perfectly fine. Also, not really sure if you guys can tell that sign. It's all the way back there behind that bridge. Well, that sign is for the law offices of Pond Hockey, the Philly-based law firm. And they're starting to branch out into the Pittsburgh area, it sounds like, and they took over the Iron City Brewing Company sign that's been there for, I don't know, probably as long as I've been alive. So, and let's just say the locals here, boy, were they pissed. Okay, the sun has started to make its appearance, and the rain, at least in this area, has finally stopped. So it is now time to drown our sorrows into some good food, which can only mean one place, and one place only. So let's go there now, shall we?
They make sandwiches that are like this fucking big.
Well, 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 look what we have here. Here you go, Todd. The Zhang's Massage Strip District Wellness Center. Alright, food review time. We're back at my favorite place to get food around here in Pittsburgh. We're back at Remaining Brothers. We're at the original location here on the Strip District on 18th Street. This is another tradition of mine that I always have to do every time I come down here. They have, compared to what the stadium had yesterday, they have a lot more to choose from. I went with my traditional turkey and cheese, had some bacon on it, and got some cheese fries. It all looks really, really good. So we're going to see now how it eats. This is exactly what I needed. Let's do some of this cheese fry here. Okay, so the one weird thing about going to Remaining Brothers is the location of their restrooms. Check this out. Alright, so here is the bathroom now. And this is how I have to get back to my seat. So we're gonna have to open up this door right here. And then walk down this creepy ass fucking hallway. You can see there's some electrical room and something, storage and whatnot. You're gonna go all the way up here on this flight of steps to head back to your seat.
Primanti Brothers is the place to go. Catering to the working man on the go, Primanti's created the ultimate handheld meal, putting classic sides like French fry and coleslaw right on the sandwich.
This is the birthplace of the original stuffed sandwich.
Man, those clouds sure don't look too good. Whew. Man, that Primanti Brothers was some really good food. Whew, man, and my stuff. But I think I just saved enough room for a little bit of dessert. So we're gonna go to a place that I found, I think from an advertisement on Facebook, to a really popular mom and pop ice cream shop here in Pittsburgh called Pages. So we're gonna go there now, get some food, then we're gonna do a recap review of this craziness that was this weekend. So let's go. Holy shit, look at this. There's the friggin' line. Must be really popular. Holy shit. God damn. Alrighty guys, so we're back in the car here. I just stopped to get myself some ice cream from a local spot here in Pittsburgh called Pages. I saw an advertisement for them a few months back and I figured I'd go check them out since I'm here. I got their Nancy B Cookie Sundae, which is pretty much a hot fudge sundae with vanilla ice cream, hot fudge, whipped cream, and a warm chocolate chip cookie. It is very, very good. I still have a little bit left, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish it all because I have to start leaving here pretty soon. So let's do our nightcap recap review of today's events, as well as the weekend in general. So let's start off with Friday. Getting into the city a little bit later than what all of us wanted. I actually was following my friend Brett in to our Airbnb. The weather getting into the city was absolutely horrible. You couldn't even see the bridges and even the skyline, or most of the skyline. Getting into downtown Pittsburgh, the visibility was pretty bad. Checked into the Airbnb and then waited for everyone else to arrive. And then we headed over to watch the game. It was probably the more entertaining-ish game of the week. It was the highest scoring game of the week as well, but unfortunately we did not come out victorious. The final score on Friday was Pirates 5, Phillies 4, with a walk-off, I think, sacrifice fly in the bottom of the ninth to give them the victory then. So after the game was over, we decided to head up our favorite establishment, our newest favorite establishment, rather. Our good place called Jeans. We all hung out there for pretty much a couple hours. Got to get some revenge on my friend Nolan on the dartboard. I won 3 games out of 2. That was very nice. Hung around there for a bit. And then fast forwarding to Saturday. That was our more entertaining day of the week in general. Got to go to our favorite spot in town, the Heinz History Museum. It's kind of been our tradition of ours ever since, I guess, the past couple of years now. Went to go see the Mr. Rogers exhibit again. Got to see all kinds of other cool artifacts. Got to see the sports section. Tossed the football around the targets. Played a little putt-putt on the replica Oakmont course. And got to play a little bocce ball. So that was cool. Then after that, we went over to a art fest that was going over a couple parking lots from where the museum was. That was really neat. Got to get a bite to eat over there and hung around there for a little bit. And then we went back to our Airbnb, kind of charged ourselves up for a little bit, and they got some drinks, and then headed back over for game 2. And it started off pretty good for us. Kyle Schwarber with the home run is 20th of the year. And then Pittsburgh ended up tying it up in the bottom half. And then it was pretty boring until the bottom of the 7th when Pittsburgh had scored again. And the final score on Saturday was Pittsburgh 2, Philadelphia 1. Then after the game was over, we hung around in town for a bit. Got to go to another little bar that was in town. Waited around there for a bit because we wanted to wait for the traffic to die down. Played some cornhole. Everyone got some drinks, and then we decided to, for our friends that haven't been to Pittsburgh before, we decided to hit up the Monongahela Incline. So that was fun. We got to go up and hang out with the random other commoners that were with us, and they were excited to see us apparently. And then we went to a place that we went to a couple of years ago. It used to be a place called Redbeard. There's actually another location with that same name downtown, but the one on top of the incline had just recently changed its name, I think back in March. So we hung around there for a bit, got some food. It was really, really good. Got a burger. Still have some leftovers for that, by the way. And I kind of felt bad for the guy that was singing out in the patio, because me, my friends, and all the other Philly people that were still there, we absolutely took over. I'm not sure how many Eagles chants that we did within like that couple hours that we were there, but it was insane. I got to do an Eagles fight song at the end, and then hung around the top, got some pictures, did all kinds of crazy nonsense up there, and then got back and watched our buddy David Washington. Had just done a podcast earlier on in the night, so we ended up watching that, and that was pretty fun stuff there. And then fast forwarding it to today, everyone pretty much said their goodbyes, and most of them were driving back home. The weather was a little bit iffy this afternoon, not going to lie. We all thought the weather was going to impact the game, and actually ended up working out very, very well. They delayed the game by exactly 10 minutes, and by the time the game was over is when the rain started to pour, because after the players were high-fiving each other, that's when the grounds crew start rolling out the tarp. And it was pretty lackluster, kind of like it was Saturday. We got to face off against the Pittsburgh sensation Paul Skenes for the second time this year. And obviously he absolutely dominated, 7 strikeouts over almost 8 innings. And Christopher Sanchez actually played very, very well. 9 strikeouts and 2 earned runs over 7 innings. And then in the bottom of the 8th, Pittsburgh had scored to regain the lead, which ended up being the final score there. Final score here this afternoon was Pittsburgh 2, Philadelphia 1 again. So the total runs that the Phillies scored all weekend was exactly 6. And that's pretty unfortunate because we had just swept Pittsburgh about a month ago back up in Philadelphia. So that is pretty much it for me from Pittsburgh. I'm going to have a little bit more of this ice cream before it melts and then start to make my way back home. And it looks like, unfortunately, I will not be attending the final round of the U.S. Open here at Oakmont. Was going to go check out the merch tent today, but timing was not on my side. And before we even left, I went to go check the tickets, and each round of the tournament is already sold out. There are still tickets for the practice rounds available, but I did kind of want to go see the final round to see the trophy presentation and what have you. So I obviously could get the tickets from second party or third party, but obviously those tickets will be very, very expensive. So that is it for me from Pittsburgh. I'm going to sign off here pretty soon. I'm going to start making the long journey back home. So not sure when I'm going to see you guys. Hopefully it'll be very, very soon. Hopefully I'll be back in the Philadelphia area probably for the July 4th weekend holiday. So I'm going to sign off here. So take care, guys, and I will see you guys very, very soon.
Until next time, from Pittsburgh.
Take care, guys.